Okay, let's have a dive into the gold chart and the silver chart here. Let's have a deep dive analysis on what's going on and where we are in gold and silver October 2025. And here's the monthly chart of gold, and we've basically just gone straight up, guys, since November 2023. We basically went sideways for a couple of years in here with not much of a trend, up for a few months, then down for a few months, and we consolidated for basically 2, nearly 3, maybe nearly 4 years here. And then the start of 2024 was that real new buy signal, green on the pro trend system. And we started just, was it going to be another sideways to slightly up move? And then we just exploded in March 2024. Storyteller indicator histograms were low still at that time. And then they started to progress and push higher. Noticing in here, if you're a traditionalist and you love trading candlestick patterns, well, look at this failure right in here. You could see that there are 2 shooting star reversal type candlesticks. If you didn't have any indicators or systems on your chart, you'd be thinking, well, shooting star candlestick, reversal, we're going to see a move down. We didn't. We saw a move up. We kept on going higher and higher and higher on the monthly chart. Looking back, okay, looking back to the stats here, if you'd have bought, you've had a 4-to-1 risk reward, 4.41 risk reward, a 9 here, and a 12.1 risk reward. Now, we've got a profit target on the monthly chart at 4,009. We're not far away from there at all. Commodities love to extend in their final waves, guys, okay, before a reversal steps in. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see a spike above this 4,000 mark here, and then we start to see a bit of reversal. Let's go and have a little look at the weekly time frame. Of course, green to red, green, red, all the way up. We've not had a red sell signal on the weekly since back in November 2024. We got new buy signals in January 2025, and we've had just straight up. Now look at this here, guys. This is interesting from a trend point of view. If you look, if I just draw this trend line across here, and I find another line coming across or underneath the lows, you can see it looks like a triangle formation. Triangle formations are just before a breakout to the upside. Triangles are normally in wave 4s, okay, on the pullback, and we saw a triangle formation here. It was building up energy, it's building up that momentum to break through and push higher. And then what comes after a breakout of a triangle formation is a new high, and then the last push higher. Now, as we look at this weekly time frame, that 4,009 isn't far away. I've got targets here of 3,899. I think it's sensible to trade and manage, for me, any gold long-term trades from a weekly time frame. Monthly chart, we can give back a lot of profits if we start to see red sell signals. Let's dive into the daily time frame a bit faster now and get in a bit more price action on a daily basis. There's that triangle formation from the weekly. We break higher here, and then the storyteller is very high up. We're very high up once again here. We're flattening off a little bit. The move is another shooting star in there, another expected reversal, but pro trend system is green, staying green, no reds yet, very bullish, no sell signal yet, no reds. And I probably think, and I'm not going to give any advice here, but that 4,009 on the monthly looks a really good target to push into before we see a reversal. As I said, commodities love to extend in the fifth wave. They push higher than everyone expects on commodities. Let's dive into silver and see where we are on silver, because if you're long gold, I'd certainly be trading that stop, locking in those profits. Any type of sell-off in gold, I think, will happen very quickly and very sharply due to the fact that everyone is long gold and everyone's doing well in gold and everyone is making some nice profits in gold. If they start selling the position, it will start to push the price down even further, and it could be a swift move back. But at the moment, as we stand, my projected target is at 4,009, and then we'll see where we are after that. Now, silver, slightly different here. Here's the monthly chart of silver. And if you like looking at charts, you want to look at support and resistance areas. In this particular case, it's a resistance area. Look at that back in 2011, guys. That was a high back there, and we are not far away from that high in 2011. Okay, so October 2025 here, you know, we're going up, and I suppose we're probably going to break through that high on silver here. We are extending, but we're not too extended like we were on the storyteller indicator back in 2011. So it's not as high up, and we're not at that high yet. So we could break through here once again. We've got a 5,506 or 5506 here, and the storyteller could extend even higher. All eyes, any technical analyst, any chartist will be looking at silver, that 2011 high, and can we break through that area? This will create a double top. Now, a double top is often a drop after a double top, but I think we'll get through that high with a burst of volume, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let's dive down now to the weekly chart. Of course, straight up on the weekly time frame here, extending a little bit higher on the weekly storyteller. We are very much starting to get overbought on the weekly time frame, but it's still green. I am not a seller of silver. I am very much a trading stop, locking in. I am a cautious bull. When everyone's talking about it, and I'm hearing more people talking about it on social media, Instagram in particular, buy silver, buy silver. We'll get the crowd maybe coming in a little bit soon, okay? And we'll start to see people buying more silver, more gold, probably push it up even higher, but then a big, big drop, guys. Because that's how trends end. The crowd are always late into the move. However, there's no sell signal yet. I've got no sell signal on silver. I'm green on the system. Yes, we are extended. Yes, we're meeting targets of $48.24 here. And it's been up since 37, and it continues to drive higher. So a fantastic investment. If you're getting a little FOMO, don't worry. Everyone's thinking they should have put more on the trade and more in the investment and bought more, but it's okay after the event, isn't it? Easier said than done. So just to summarize where I am on gold and silver, there is no sign of a sell signal yet on the system. A sell signal comes when it turns red, and red means there's more sellers coming into the market. That's the time to get out. However, if we get a red signal on the daily time frame and then a new green buy signal on the daily time frame, it'd be another opportunity to get in and buy some more if you're already in, maybe, or get in if you're not already in. But let me just say, you know, this is no financial advice whatsoever. I'm just trading it by using the colors here and using technical analysis and charts. Be very careful, guys. Always manage your risk, okay? As I said earlier, when the crowd come in, the public start to come in, people that don't invest in silver or gold or don't trade normally or invest, then it's likely the end of the move. However, I don't feel like it's the end of the move. Yeah, I think we go up and maybe even spike higher to the upside, okay? But the key on silver, I think, is that huge double top high resistance up at that, well, it's around $50, okay? That's going to be so exciting to watch and see what happens when we get to that area. We're either going to break out and explode higher with speed. When it goes fast, when the candlesticks are moving really fast, when the candlesticks are accelerating higher, it's the time to bank some profits because it soon reverses quickly. Okay, when it's just progressing and plodding higher, that's fine. You just progress and just move your stop loss, lock in your profits as it pushes higher. But anything that goes fast, any candlestick price action that goes fast, make sure if we start to go vertical here, guys, I mean, this is the monthly chart. Let's go back to the daily. If we start to, you know, the angle on the tracks here is, okay, 45 degrees. Third track is starting to turn up. If that third track, if we start to go vertical and price goes vertical, then when price separates from that track, it snaps back. Okay, it snaps back. So if it accelerates and stretches from that, like an elastic band effect, if it separates from that track, bank profits. Okay, you can always get back in and buy more on the pullback as it drops lower. But for me, I always want to keep a price, a bit of, like with Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin since 17,000. Keep on buying it, keep on literally having something in the game. And for me, what stops FOMO is always having a position in the game with these bull markets and not selling the full amount, but banking the majority when it does do that spike higher. All right, so let's have a little look at the day trading here. I'm not a day trader of silver or gold. Well, I do trade some gold, but you can see here the price action, lots of green, lots of buy signals, and now we're just flying high at 47.77. Now we're trading up at 48. We're getting through the round number here. There's a funny thing, a little quirky thing in trading, guys. Round numbers, $48, $49, $50. They're all areas where traders are interested in, and we're just broken through a $48 area here on silver, and you see the pace of the market just pushing quite fast here as we go up on silver. And it's these round numbers that where orders are being placed and everyone's interested in them, and where price can break through those round numbers extraordinarily fast. Okay, so there's a heads up on gold and silver. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like if you liked it, if you enjoyed the video, if you're watching this on YouTube, guys. Otherwise, have a great rest of the trading week and enjoy the profits in these two commodities. All right, hope it helps, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.